Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome to part 4 of Donkey Kong Country 2 Unveiled, where last time we finished off World 1, and today we're going to be starting World 2, but not before I show everyone where the G is located in this level. And see, that's how that is done. It is possible without taking a hit, because yes, last time it was kind of a mystery just where that G was hidden, and I did indeed come back into the level and try and figure it out. Now, looking at this platform right here, is it just me, or is it actually a little bit wider to the right than a normal platform is? I think that is supposed to be the indication of that secret barrel being on the side here, or maybe it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. I don't know, but so last time we came here to the bonus game and we flew right to that barrel, but what you actually do is you can jump here and there is an invisible letter G, which is really tricky. I don't believe there was very many invisible Kong letters in the original Donkey Kong Country 2, so it's definitely not something I was expecting, but you know, that's just kind of be the thing that we have to, I think, get used to in this hack, is that's going to be doing all sorts of things that the original game didn't do, and that is absolutely fine in my book. So what I want to do though, before we move on to World 2, is grind for some lives, because last time I actually had about 40 lives when we turned the game off. So I think getting up to around that number before moving on to a new world is probably fair, because who knows just what, you know, life farming ability is going to look like after we get to World 2, and who knows, again, you know, when we're going to unlock Funky and be able to return to World 1. So with that said, I'm going to do a little bit of this, and then we'll be off to World 2. This hack has been pretty generous with lives, so, you know, life farming may not be super required. I do definitely think this hack has just been super well made, and in part 2, which is actually the most recent part uploaded at the time of recording this, EmptySys, the creator of this hack, actually left a comment on that video, and I pinned it so that it should be easy for anyone who wishes to read it to find. But just thank you so much, EmptySys, for creating such an absolutely fantastic hack. I am enjoying it so much, and really appreciate that you are checking out my videos. They did say that it is not ever going to become like, you know, right out Kaizo difficulty, so I really appreciate that. And so far, I do have to say that everything has been very fair. Even the secrets, like, you know, in the second level, me not checking out that arrow sooner is definitely on me. And if I am correct, in that platform at the end of the 5th level is, you know, a little bit wider than normal. That's again another indication that I should have been checking that out. So definitely I need to keep my eyes open, and you know, those times when I may miss things that are kind of obvious are definitely not any fault of the creator. I've had my own times, you know, watching someone else play a Let's Play as well, and they're missing something completely obvious and you're kind of yelling at the screen. I apologize when this Let's Play inevitably has those times. I'll try to keep them to a minimum, but here you go. The first level of World 2 is now Rambi Rampage. So definitely looks like it's going to be quite different from what we're normally used to here, and you're just forced into being Rambi right off the bat. So here we go. I'm getting the impression it wants us to charge up and run. I'm just trying to listen to the music. I think it is the typical music. So yeah, here we go. Interesting. So I feel like we're just gonna kind of, you know, be doing all sorts of weird bounces and just other shenanigans with Rambi. And there is a blue zinger. No idea what that is supposed to be, but that is fascinating. It was just kind of descending downwards, and it didn't seem like we were able to interact with it. That is strange. So we're going to try this again. I did once get a comment saying that someone was unable to beat this level due to a glitch. Okay, it looks like it might just act like a normal platform, maybe, that I can just stand on. Oh, of course, I understand what's going on. I bet it is a hot air balloon, but because of the sprites being used in this level, just the tile map is identical to that of the zinger. So we can just stand on it normally, and things should be fine. Okay, wow, and I just accidentally slid off there, but that's just the kind of interesting shenanigans I guess we're going to be seeing in this level. And of course, you know, I just love seeing crazy stuff in hacks like that overall. Back to the you know, the G and overall that secret from the last level we played. I'm overall not usually such a big fan. Wow, it's really accurate for how you have to land on it. I'm not typically a big fan of invisible secrets. Something I always think about when it comes to invisible secrets is New Super Mario Bros. 2, a game I actually really like. I was really happy that it brought back the raccoon suit in the way it's supposed to work. Because the new Super Mario Bros. 3D Land and World raccoon suit is totally not the real raccoon suit, it can't fly, but New Super Mario Bros. 2 did a really fantastic job of bringing the real thing back. But if there's one complaint I have about that game, it is just that so many secret exits are found by just hitting random invisible blocks with vines in them that lead you to an area with the secret flagpole. So yeah, secret invisible things have never been my favorite in video games, but again, so far this hack, I feel has been pretty good in indicating where things are. I just have to not be dumb and realize what it's trying to do, and I was actually shocked I got that on my first try. I totally saw what it was trying to do there, and we have to destroy them all with Rambi. Oh, let's do this. And wow, again, I didn't know where it was going to expect me to go after, you know, going above the screen limit there, but it looks like we do get another try if we cannot mess this up. Wow. That feels really bad to do, but it looks really cool when you actually accomplish it. So now that we know what we're doing, let's do this thing. And yeah, it's par for the course in this hack to get literally the, you know, exact amount of time you need to complete something. It only gives you 5 seconds to beat that. But let's hope, you know, we can keep trying this until we eventually get it. It didn't seem like I got enough height that last time there. Maybe if I charge, do you think it would be better? That did not work as I was expecting. That time I actually got hurt by it? Really? Okay, I guess. Oh no! Oh no! I finally messed it up! Can I save it? No! I mean, it was gonna happen sooner or later. What did I try, like 6 times? Yeah, I'm just not really sure what it wanted from me there, but we can always come back and try it again. I'm not too worried about that. But let's see. Okay, there was apparently a no Rambi sign somewhere, and this is once again, I guess it's not a hot air balloon. It's literally just like a descending platform of some sort. That is odd. Oh wow, these are some interesting jumps. They still kept the crocodile heads in here though. You know, definitely keeping it traditional to hot head hop. From the original game, and this is just awkward at the time, but we actually did it somehow. I see bananas going way up there. Do you think maybe there's like a secret? Can you... Oh, it's just one of those ones that shoots you really high. And can we shoot straight down here? I feel like there was something below here. No, there was not. Great theory, Andrew. Okay, wait, I missed the K? Huh. Interesting. I mean, I'm not normally, like, super worried about collecting all the Kong letters or anything like that. For the last level, I was just very curious where the G could possibly be, which is why I went back and checked it out, but I'm not normally going to worry about, like, getting them all. It's just a matter of if that K is somehow connected to another secret, then it becomes kind of significant, but anyway, we'll see what happens. Again, you have to worry about, too, like, if the Kong letters are going to be invisible, I'm not just going to be jumping around everywhere hoping that I find them, but, like I mentioned, so far this game has been pretty good for, like, when there's indications of invisible things. It wasn't typically Donkey Kong Country 2 that had all the invisible stuff. Donkey Kong Country 3 definitely was the game that went way overboard with that, and, yeah, it's still a mystery how to get up to that top guy. And I botched it again, but yeah, anyway, it's not going to be super hard to get back there. It's not so hard to get in. The hardest part's definitely figuring out what the heck I'm supposed to do, and I had a bad bounce on that one. I don't think there's like something to the left, do you? Like, that's the problem. There's a barrel beneath the lava here. There could literally be invisible barrels anywhere beneath the lava with that logic. Like, if I stand on that, do you think maybe I'd eventually get the K? Again, you know, I don't want to be too exploratory. We've already died once because we were doing some silly exploration. Let's not make it too much of a habit, but I apologize. You know, it definitely is going to become a bad habit. And again, what is it with this? Can you do like a double jump even if you're not, you know, riding Rambi? Like, you know, we obviously had to do that double jump a couple parts ago to get that DK coin, but I'm just kind of at a loss for how we could potentially get some extra height with Rambi here. There you go. That's the trick. You have to hit the other zinger from the outside rather than kind of going up through the middle, and that gives you the height needed to get higher. So see, I mean, that's just it. You gotta keep trying things and eventually you figure out, and I am just so okay with, you know, kind of figuring out the puzzle. As mentioned in previous parts, you know, as someone who's like a huge Professor Layton fan, I don't know how many hours I've spent sometimes just staring at a screen in that game, trying to figure out a puzzle, so it's kind of the same thing, except now it's a platformer instead of something you're playing with a stylus. As long as you get there in the end, that's what's important. So let's get this done. So like, that, and then I somehow have to do this hard turn to the right. So now we're met with a new challenge. Hooray! I don't even know how the hit detection worked on that last one, but I won't complain. But that's just the thing. The hit detection with Rambi is so kind of bizarre at times. Like, yeah, now I'm just trying to, you know, get too early of a head start on getting that horn on the outside, but I just end up missing that zinger. Sometimes it's really generous, and then other times it's just like, no. Okay, so I guess we're once again gonna have to try that. I'm gonna probably cut out a whole bunch of attempts. I keep forgetting to hold the jump button when I come out of that barrel, but yeah. Apologize for spending like 20 hours on the first 2 seconds of this level. Hopefully things get better from here. Now look how much height I was able to get off of those guys that time. Like, there's definitely a trick to like where you hit the zingers with Rambi that gives you more height. And it's just tough to like be consistent with that, I guess. Where am I? Yes! Okay. Oh my gosh, there you go. I don't know what I did differently that time. That was just... ugh. But it's done, and then hopefully we don't have to do it again. I mean... like, there's nothing really wrong with that. It's definitely something a little bit different than what you're probably expected to do in the original game. And, you know, that's the exact fitting way to end that run. It's just jump into the lava. But there you go. No more need to worry about that bonus game. And let's finally continue on with the level. I keep thinking that I have to, for some reason, charge at that red zinger after the bonus game, but they put those arrows there very nicely indicating when you're supposed to charge. Just, it seems really far, but it's actually not, and there you go. I actually held the jump button that time. Good job, Andrew. So, this time, once again, we gotta do a thing like this. I was able to very nicely squeeze myself between these zingers last time. Can we successfully do that again? No, we cannot, and now let's just hurry up here. I don't know why I thought there was something down there last time, but we're already at the end and haven't seen a checkpoint barrel, which is kind of interesting. This is difficult to time. Oh, and yeah, I just kind of botched that shot. That was awkward, but it worked out in the end, so I guess I'll take it. It's okay. Let's not get hit this time. I feel like I'm missing something in this area. I don't know why, but okay, let's not take damage. And yeah, I overall just feel like I'm missing a lot in this level. No checkpoint barrel, no K. Yeah, something's definitely going on. I feel like there was something back there. I don't know. This is just strange all around. Can we shoot the correct direction this time? Thank you very much. And that one's not so difficult. And we're once again going to become Rambi. So we're going to fall onto that zinger, and then what do? We kind of have to time an awkward bounce on this other zinger here into this barrel for a 2-up balloon. That takes us down here with this cutlass. Was there something to the left? I don't know. We shouldn't charge up because there's no kind of sign for that. But I guess we will check each of these walls. We just never know where a bonus game may be hidden. Not that any of the bonus games in this level. Wow, there's the checkpoint barrel. And I did definitely see the thing back there. Yeah, I don't believe that any of the bonus games in this original level were hidden inside of walls. Now, I don't know if that means that in the ROM hack, you know, they couldn't add one hidden inside of a wall, or if they just keep the, you know, they're always kind of bonus barrels if they're in bonus barrels in the original. Who knows, but... Okay, so what I kind of see is maybe you need to do a thing like this. Okay, that is actually really darn cool, I'm not gonna lie. And wow, that one actually gives you lots of time to spare. Quite the anomaly, considering they normally give you like exactly 5 seconds if that's what they think it's gonna take to beat it. And yes, so the checkpoint barrel was actually located after the end, which is a pretty interesting thing to see. And like, I don't know if I should be destroying you or somehow using you to my advantage. And how many bonus games is that now? That's 2. Does this level normally have 3? I want to say yes. So we're probably still missing one. Yes, we are. Okay, so new content though. I apologize for how sloppy I was in the first part. If you have not turned off the video and gone on to watch someone who is much better at playing video games, I thank you for that. I swear, I'm not usually that terrible. And it seems like I haven't gotten any better. Alright, so I mean, yeah, I just keep forgetting about things coming from off screen, which I need to, I mean, it's kind of just memorization at that point. You have to remember that a cannonball is coming. I think that, you know, if I was listening, I could hear the cannonball sounds, but as previously mentioned, I don't normally have the volume up that loud because then it would be getting caught by the microphone. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the thing that, as a kid, every single person loved to do it. I mean, heck, I still love doing it today. I'm just gonna run wild and see where it takes us. And it didn't work out so well. like, I don't even think he actually touched that cannonball. Okay, slowly. So I hear the cannon. And jumping doesn't work? Trying to go through the cannonball doesn't work? I just think I'm destined to always run into that cannonball. Okay, so we know there's a cat of nine tails over there. And there we go. Is this finally new progress? I think this is actually some new footage that we've just not seen before. And again, we missed that K somewhere. Very, very concerning. And we still have a bonus game and the DK coin to find. And yeah, I just kind of got to take this slow because trying to run through it obviously ends up with either zingers and or cannonballs in my face. And neither of which are overly pleasant, you may be surprised to hear. So is that it? That's just like... And I didn't see a way to hit the target harder? Wow. Wow, okay, this is really interesting. So of course we get Clubba's Kiosk, and anyone who has watched any of my previous Donkey Kong Country 2 Let's Plays will know that I always save the Lost World for the end. So I intend to save up all of my Creme coins, and then after doing everything else, we will one by one take care of the Lost World levels. We also once again get Wrinkly Kong very early on, which I cannot complain about. Did you know that there may be or may not be new secrets on this island? I'm definitely excited to see what that may be alluding to. Snake Glide. So spoilers for what some of the later levels in this world are going to be called. Not that I'm too, you know, complaining about that. They sound pretty cool. I like, where was the one I just saw? Mind Over Metal. Sounds absolutely awesome. So let's read the one for Rambi Rampage. What's that buzzing noise? I'm sure I heard something when you were in that volcano. That's probably alluding to the second bonus game that we found, I would think. I mean, overall, there's lots of zingers and lots of buzzing, so that could be referring to a lot of things. But yes, I do definitely intend to use the hints if I am very stumped. Unveil the secrets. Let's do that. But normally, I really love finding things without any kind of hints, especially without like external walkthroughs. But if I have exhausted every other option, I will not hesitate to visit Wrinkly or Cranky and get a little bit of assistance that way. But with that said, we have a lot of things to look for in Rambi Rampage still, and I'm definitely going to try and look around at the beginning first for where the K may be hidden. So let's do that now. And of course, now the beauty of it all is that we can kind of just press start and select if our searching does not seem to go overly well. So first thing, let's look to the left of this barrel. No! No way! I mean, now, what's the indication for that one? Empty Sis, if you continue to watch my Let's Play past, the earlier parts, I don't know. I would love to hear explanations of secrets that I kind of just accidentally fall into, because that was crazy. I mean, I just got the inkling that maybe that was what you wanted, and still that actually did not lead to the K. And I meant to bounce on that to the left just as I, shot from that barrel to the left. But wow, there you go. Again, maybe Cranky would give an, bigger hint on just how to find that, but it always feels good to find a secret like that on your own. Anyway, I'll update you on any further things that I find. Like, there's just no indication of there being anything over there, right? Like, I'm very happy I found it, though. And, I mean, obviously, just something in my mind said that there probably is something there. Is there anything to do with that? And, of course, those guys are just so easy to slide off of. If I do something like this, doesn't appear to do anything. What if I jumped into this lava? Oh, is that... I see that star down there. I don't think it does that when you're about to die. Whoa! And then that would have led to the DK coin. Interesting, okay. Oh, wow. But it's funny because by not finding the K, it made me explore the beginning a lot more than I probably otherwise would have. So there you go. Again, the Kong letters, when you don't find them, it definitely is a good indication that you need to search around that area more. I like that. I like that a lot. So to my calculations, all we need to find now is just one more bonus game, and then we are complete, and there are definitely a few spaces that I could search better. So see you in a second. Okay, so around here, I feel like there was something going on. I don't know, I could swear I saw something above these zingers or such. I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing graphical glitches, or maybe there's not glitches at all, and I'm just making stuff up. I have no idea. Like, around here, it felt like there was more than met the eye. Like, maybe it's the upper left? Let's keep our eyes open. Like, it did feel like there was something going on there. What if I shoot straight up? No. What if I shoot up into the left? Yes! I did see something! I'm not going crazy, everybody. It's always a good day when you realize you're not going crazy. Alright, collect the stars. Let's do this thing now. We got 60 stars, 20 seconds. And I just have no idea where we're going. Maybe it'd be better to be Dixie for this. And of course, one hit and you're out. Why would I have thought otherwise? But it's easy enough to get back into that bonus game. So see, by trying to shoot weird directions out of that barrel, I wasn't just making things up. So what I sometimes find, again, I mentioned earlier watching Let's Plays, and you have those moments where you're just screaming at the screen that, like, Andrew, or the Let's Player that I'm watching, how are you missing that secret? It is so obvious. And there's other times as well where maybe you see something that a Let's Player doesn't investigate, and you're just like, oh man, I wish they would have checked that out. I wonder what could have been hidden there. So that is why I really like to be thorough, because there's nothing worse than kind of missing something cool, and then being told by everybody in the comments, like, Andrew, you just totally missed this great secret. How could you not have seen that? And I keep jumping into that zinger down there, except I'm not entirely sure how I'm supposed to know what I'm going to land on before I jump down. Maybe I should switch to Dixie. Her hover ability would very likely be helpful here. So let's do that. Go up here for that. Do a thing like that. And now let's slowly descend. Like, you cannot see that zinger. Oh, it's because you can't, you don't have to drop down on it. I could just easily run to the left and get those at the beginning. Now I understand. Okay, so before we do any kind of shenanigans up there, let's go over here. And, oh, it's that symbol again. That must be like Empty Sis's logo or such. Because we also saw that in Riptide Rise. And I was like, what is that? And Miles Luigi pointed out that it looked like a sideways pie symbol, which I definitely do not disagree with like an additional dot in there. And that should be everything in this level. I apologize for how sloppy I was at times, but hopefully you enjoyed it nonetheless. And I don't think that that is the notes that we can end on. So there you go. That level I thought sounded pretty cool. Mind over metal. Let's go. And it is once again a mines level. We got an exclamation mark, which is normally found inside of warp barrel rooms. Start select, huh? So we can start select out of the level despite the fact that we have not beat it. That's a feature that you don't normally see in the main game. We also have a cannonball here, which I guess is where the metal comes in. And mined over metal. Huh. I'm assuming we're probably going to want to take this cannonball with us through the level. So like if I do a thing like this, it almost got the cannonball onto the platform with the crunch up. And I was trying to start there and select so that we didn't die. But after I was kind of in that falling phase, I was unable to pause the game. So this is going to be interesting. All right. But again, I'm assuming that what it wants us to do is a thing like that. And I'm guessing that the start and select is probably if you lose the cannonball, so that you can, you know, get out of the level without having to destroy yourself. So do a thing like that, maybe? Alright. Forget about the cannonball for now. And there was an invisible DK barrel there. Okay. Let's find out what exactly we're doing here. And yeah, I should have, obviously, I realized what was happening. I should have cartwheeled under. Okay. I see. Mind over metal. There's definitely a lot of mental games going on here. Very fascinating. It's weird that they would add it in the start select feature, though. I like the sign that's never featured in the normal game. Like, huh. And this arrow here, do you think that arrow is pointing at something? You know, we've learned before that arrows point at secrets sometimes. So I'm feeling like maybe it's pointing to where a bonus game or such is. This level does normally have 3 bonus games, and the DK coin is definitely one of the most dastardly hidden ones in the original game, where the DK coin is actually inside of the first bonus game, where you're never normally going to think to look inside a bonus game for the DK coin, and it definitely threw me off as a kid. So let's just ignore the cannonball for now. Wow, that was a very sneaky jump there. So maybe the whole reason we can start select is because we have to go get Dixie from the previous level. I'm definitely not seeing at this point how things work if you only have one partner. Although I'm probably just not using the cannonball correctly, but I'm gonna go get 2 partners just for the heck of it because, you know, why not? Okay, so let us try this again. And again, mind over metal. Obviously, we gotta use our mental fitness here and figure out just how do we beat this. It's weird though that if it wanted you to have both partners, it wouldn't put like a DK barrel right at the beginning. I'm very tempted to do some silly things. I mean, we have start select from default. Let's do some experimentation. Is there anything under the start? No, there's not. Is this arrow pointing to anything? That was kind of poor. But it is kind of pointing over there where those arrow barrels are. So we'll count that out for now as probably not pointing towards a secret. Okay, so let's figure out how we use this cannonball. Because Dixie throws from a higher position, I feel like she's definitely who you want for this initial part here. But still, you need to get some more distance. Nice, nice. Okay, so now maybe we switch to Diddy, who I feel like has more of a horizontal throwing. And he can do a thing like that. And then he can throw upwards. Okay, this is cool. Very, very interesting. And we can throw that upwards. Again, we haven't seen any place where the cannonball is actually necessary yet. And that's an interesting position up here. Can we throw up here? I guess that was a bonus game. Wow, okay. Weird. And is this once again going to be one where we have to, you know, find the DK coin hidden in here? Oh no. Wow, do a double throw there. Why not, right? Shoot. I don't think it was destroy them all. I think it was just find the token, right? The clobbers are just here to kind of throw us off, I'm guessing. And, you know, again, just like that first bonus game. Oh no, oh no. And darn, if I fail this, I'm gonna probably have to bring that cannonball, like, all the way back, aren't I? Shoot, I wasn't taking this nearly serious enough. Well, but I love this. And again, I definitely have the suspicion that the DK coin could be in there, but it's very reminiscent of the first bonus game from the original level. Now, yeah, again, I have to do all this all over again. Should have been taking that way more seriously, but I love it. That was actually really cool. It was a lot of fun trying to figure out, you you know, how to get the cannonball over to there, and then using it to get the bonus game. Very, very neat. And we didn't have much trouble getting back there again. So we can do a thing like that. I mean, I wonder, no, because the barrel is literally like inside the zinger. I was like, maybe I could throw over top the zinger. I feel like if you had 2 partners, you could just tank it. And it was once again mentioned by Empty Sis that there are no points in this game where it is required to take a hit to obtain a secret. Now, I mean, of course, just like in the previous part, you could do that to potentially help you out, but it is never required. As someone who grew up with like NES and SNES games, taking a hit and using those invincibility frames afterwards to gather secrets is just kind of, you know, in my blood. It's something that anyone who grew up with retro games, I feel like, has done at one time or another. But it's nice to know that it is not required. Now, I should have used that to defeat that guy, even though I don't need it to get the bonus game anyway. One thing I also heard in the previous part was to find the bonus game in Riptide Rise. Someone actually used a team throw to defeat the Puff Tup when it was, you know, not all puffed up. And that is really fascinating to hear. I had no idea that that was something you could even do, considering Puff Tups are usually underwater and usually not reachable by a team attack. But just learning new things like that is what I absolutely love about playing ROM hacks. Of course, in addition to, you know, the new levels and the usually increased difficulty, I'm just having so much fun with this, and I hope you are all enjoying it as well, despite the fact that I don't think this has been my best performance today. I do my best to edit it so that you're not all bored by like 7 years of you know, just me failing at accomplishing things. So what do we want here? This time we did a thing like this, and that barely worked. I'll throw that over there. No guarantee that, you know, the cannonball's duty is done. We could still potentially need it at a later point, although we might lose it here or not. Will the cannonball disappear because I went too far off screen? Yes, it did. So let us keep an eye open for any other places where the cannonball might be necessary, like right there, potentially. Huh. Wow, this is... Yeah, I definitely feel like it wants you to have the cannonball here, still. And there was also an up barrel back there I could have used. Yeah, it definitely feels like it wants you to still have the cannonball and work your way up, but I'm kind of cheesing it by using partner throws? Wow. It's like Diddy and Dixie each hit a different hook at the same time. If I do a good time jump to the right... Again, I definitely feel like I'm not doing that the way it was intended, but, you know, mind over metal. Obviously, there may at times be ways to do things that even the author didn't intend, if we put our minds to it. And here is a cannon that would be used to access a bonus game. So we indeed do need to keep the cannonball with us throughout the entire level. And it looks like start and selecting is our only option at this point. Alright, so yeah, again, I was celebrating too soon by thinking that, you know, we had it all done. And again, I probably don't even need to throw over the zinger if I do a well-timed jump underneath it. And again, doing the throw over top of it with Diddy is definitely more difficult than doing it if we had Dixie. But we'll try a couple times with Diddy, and if it doesn't work out, yeah, we should probably go get Dixie. There we go. And another time there. I feel like it's interesting because like the throw gives you a little bit of extra distance, it feels like, which is kind of cool. And thankfully there's another DK barrel right here. Alright, so definitely it really is mind over metal. Although it's actually more like metal over mind because Dixie holds the cannonball above her head. Haha, I am just being way too clever. And wow, that is just... I was doing my best to not touch the hook there, but it just, you know, the game wasn't having any of that. Why the hooks, though? Like, why don't you want me to go over top? Because if I made any attempt to jump there, I would have accidentally hit the hook and gone into the red zinger. So it's like, you have to keep 2 Kongs in order to go over the hook? I guess in that case, when you're going over the hook, then your mind is over the metal. I'm going to stop, you know, digging into this pun and go back and get Diddy. Alright, so let's take it seriously this time. That first time, I actually was pretty darn close. It's really interesting. The running start definitely seems like it gives you a little bit of extra distance. I'm thinking about all these, you you know, the momentum and such of throwing objects that you just never think when you're playing the original Donkey Kong Country 2. And I always think about this one time. People may know I'm much more in touch with the Super Mario World ROM hacking community than I am with the Donkey Kong 2, Country 2 ROM hacking community. And there was one time someone was, you know, showing off their their Super Mario World ROM hack, and they had a part where you were required to spin jump on enemies in order to proceed, and someone complained that they didn't like that because the original Super Mario World never forced you to spin jump on enemies in order to get by, you know, certain parts of levels, and I think that is just so silly. There's nothing wrong with having a part of your ROM hack that, you know, includes things not required or incorporated by the original game. So I just could not believe the silliness of that comment. In that, you know, don't play the ROM hack if you don't want to have to experience things that the original game didn't expect of you. Okay, so this is kind of weird. No! Because I feel like going into any of these barrels... Okay, well, maybe not that one. And, ugh. But, you know, I didn't want the, you know, to go off screen from the cannonball, because that would have caused problems later on. But we actually don't have to start and select here. And see, look at all the extra momentum that got because I was actually moving, you know, when I threw the cannonball. That's just so strange. We're not out for the count yet, though. Slowly working our way back. I was really afraid of that throw. Let's just hope that it doesn't go off screen. If I'm holding on to this, actually that's true. Maybe that's what it wants. But then how do you destroy the zingers on the other side? If I jump through this hook while holding it, that's what it expects of you. Then you don't grab the hooks. See? You know, we're learning all these new things, and that's just what I absolutely love about ROM hacks. But yeah, I mean, when it puts the zingers on the other side, maybe if I did a really well-timed jump, you didn't have to destroy the yellow zingers with the cannonball, and I just cannot do that jump properly. Huh, or that throw properly. So here you go, third time's the charm, I suppose. Momentum, go! Well, I guess it can't always work. But that gives us an opportunity to check out this arrow. Is it actually pointing at anything? Perhaps not. Go. And, got thrown into that before I meant to, but we can throw that up. Oh, that was lucky. Alright, so this will give us an opportunity to check out just what the heck the game expects of us. So actually, with the positioning of that one... Huh. I was thinking that, you know, I would probably run into it with the cannonball, and then that would be how it works. But see, this one... Those guys are gone, so we can do that, and we can do a thing like that. And, uh-oh, I probably can't get that cannonball back now, can I? What if I duck? Uh-oh. I am shocked. I was just so ready to start and select there. So we definitely have, like, more of a puzzle level going on here, which technically every level is kind of a puzzle level if you're going for all the secrets. Now, where do I want to stand? On top of this bucket. Will that get me where I want? Okay, so always stand above the bucket. Hopefully going up here doesn't cause it to despawn. No, it did not. And we just want to be a little bit careful here. So we're going to throw the TNT at this guy. The cannonball at this guy. Oh my gosh, really? No way. Can this be saved? I'm holding left and no. I was hoping maybe I could curve around and get the cannonball or something like that. I didn't want to throw the cannonball, you know, too hard. It might have gone off screen or something like that, but I ended up kind of getting myself stuck there. Ugh, I like this level, though. It's really fun. It's just kind of tricky. So now we can actually get the O, but I feel like, do we want to do that? This does not send you into a barrel that will take me off screen and then the cannonball will disappear. I thought there was a barrel up there or something. I don't know. I'm just making things up again. Okay, so stand on top of this bucket and throw there. It is a bucket, right? Or is it like a lantern? I think it's a bucket. Interesting, regardless. And there's just like a free 2-up every time. And I somehow managed to go perfectly through that gap. And I'm guessing that the cannonball is going to be gone. Of course it's gone. Darn it. How did I even manage that? But yeah, so normally you would do... You go through here. I could get up to here then, and then the cannonball would help me get up through there. Ugh. Alright. Hopefully this is going to be our last try, hopefully. One more time, throw that upwards, and... Okay, so maybe the cannonball... Can the cannonball go off screen? No, it can't. I don't know why I thought it could. That's something I guess I've never really, you know, tried in the original game. So I think I normally do this with Dixie, so just to stay consistent, we might as well try again with her. Get that on that platform. I guess we can do this, because why not? That. That's what I did last time too, but I have 2 hits this time, so whatever, I suppose. Let's switch to Diddy. Go into the barrel. I guess we might as well... Okay, there we go. That. I know this is very riveting commentary. That and... Oh, I totally should have saved the thing, but if I do a thing like that, and that. Okay, now back to your regularly scheduled commentary that is you know, actually consistent of things that aren't just one word. And this is interesting. This is the warp barrel area, but we got to it from a bonus cannon. That's something you definitely don't normally see in the original game. And was that hopefully the checkpoint barrel? I didn't actually get a good look at it before it broke, but considering it broke and we didn't get Diddy, I think that's the only other option there would be, is that was the checkpoint. So all right. Looks like we have a second part of, you know, likely more of the same, where we want to navigate this cannonball to the end. And I'm assuming that the whole start and select thing probably still works too. Okay, so let's get this figured out. I'm guessing I probably could have done some much better timed jumps and such with those red zingers. We're still also on the lookout for 2 bonus games and a DK coin. No idea at this point where they could be. And actually, I can go up here and get that. Definitely don't want to forget. And there's nothing to the left or right, is there? You know, if there's something we've learned from this, it's that there can be invisible objects hidden around. Okay, that jump is possible. It's just very awkward. Where do we want to put this? Up here? Can we take this cannonball with us? It doesn't really seem like it. Okay, so there actually are going to be other cannonballs then. That barrel takes us down, which is somewhere I'm assuming we don't want to go. Let's just have a little bit of a look here at, if we had the cannonball, what could we do? We could destroy you. Is there anything to the right? Yes, there is a bonus game. Good to know. So what is the point of this cannonball other than for getting the DK barrel? I don't really see it. Oh, of course, you need to hold the DK barrel to get through there. Duh. How quickly we forget. That's some ingenious thinking, and just kudos to Empty Sis for, you know, I'm only like 7 levels in, and there have just been so many great ideas already. I'm just so excited to play more. And to the people who said that they enjoy seeing, you know, the exploratory aspects of the Let's Play and such, I appreciate that, because I hope you're also enjoying the Andrew fumbles around a lot and does dumb things aspect of the Let's Play, which I apologize, there has been quite a bit of so far. So where do we want to go? Here, here. So don't even move and just literally throw that. Good to know. Here we can do that. And it's really funny because we learned in previous Donkey Kong Country 2 experiences that if I go into that bonus barrel, I will actually take damage. And I was trying to hit the zinger, but just for the heck of it. And there you go. So we damage boosted through that, something that, again, Empty Sis said is not necessary to complete this ROM hack. But there it worked out for the best, so, you know, we did it, and I have no regrets. I mean, I could get the first zinger with the cannonball, but how do you get the second one? And here we have a whole bunch of stars to get. I'd prefer to not have to squeeze my way through all that again, so let's try and do this on our first try. Well, this is a lot of stars. What am I missing here? Where's it gonna be? Where's it gonna be? Probably to the right, right? No! Oh, so close. I'm shocked how well I did on my first try there, but then we have to get all the way back there again, so I'll see you in a second. Like, I can see how you could get one of them, unless you have to go a little later in the level, get another item, and then come back. This is going to be difficult this time, as I actually had Dixie last time, which helped with this situation a little bit, and somehow still managed to do it with Diddy. All right, so we know that the coin appears on the right, so no kind of you know, going there and then coming back. Okay, so it's this zinger is really tough to not touch, but okay. I think we got it. I think we got it. We got it. 16 Krem coins. Very nice. And again, every single time that takes us back to the beginning. So just in case you haven't seen this part enough yet, here we go again. Okay, so this time we do this, and then I don't think there's anything else I can do before jumping in there. Okay, so very nice. Is there anything to the right? Doesn't look like it. And here is the end. So, you know, theoretically, we're 3/4 of the way through the level. Although, of course, you know, it's not always accurate. Last time, you know, in the last level, the checkpoint barrel wasn't even until after the end, which is so strange. The original Donkey Kong Country did that too. Like, Web Woods, I think, is a level where the O is actually after the checkpoint. It's always so strange. And yeah, I was just kind of hesitating, trying to figure out what to do, and I got smacked in the face by a red zinger. I tried to hit that zinger with the cannonball, and the barrel just wasn't having any of that. Okay, so let's try this once again. So we jump over here, we do this, throw that cannonball up there. I was afraid that for a second that was going to be a little bit too long, or far it was going to despawn. So do that. And just timing all of those things together is quite the challenge. There we go. It's such an awkward throw. Alright, we have 2 hits this time going into this part. How will that help us? Because if we lose the cannonball, it doesn't really matter how many hits you have. But yeah, this is just like there's, you know, circular zingers, there's cannonballs coming down at you, there's other zingers. Just, how do you time all this? I feel like now. And of course, the cannonball gets hit. But maybe we don't need it? I know that's very wishful thinking. But let's just see what we have in store anyway. You know, if I defeat you, that actually makes the whole thing a lot easier. Is there anything hidden up here? I always wonder if, you know, just like cheat by throwing your partner up to a higher ledge or something. Getting over that zinger is going to be... Like, I could do a thing. I can hit the cannon. Okay, it's not happening. And whoa, I didn't even see the neckies coming from the side. Enemies all over. Oh, this is such a pain. Like, I'm very clearly closer to the TNT than I am the cannonball, but Dixie just has that cannonball obsession going on, I guess. That wasn't something to the left, was it? No, just the background. Always got to make sure you're not just seeing the background, which is why I'm still so surprised in that last level when I thought, you know, I saw that bonus game. I was sure it was just going to end up being the background, but for once, something went Andrew's way. Okay, so yeah, this is easy. Throw this up here. I mean, and then there is always the strategy of going ahead and clearing out those cannons, but that just seems like more work than it's worth. But like, yeah, getting anything past that zinger is just going to be really tough. But here we are. We damage boosted, and we got Diddy to save the day, and I just accidentally went too far into that barrel, and that's all she wrote. I feel like Diddy's definitely the, you know, the more sensible Kong to use in this situation. Being more vertical than, or rather more horizontal than vertical, probably a good thing. Wow, just, I realized every time I kind of go off screen a little bit, the zinger resets. So this actually seems like a safe spot. Wow, I'm actually surprised that there was such a thing, and that is a hard thing to not accidentally hit. So once again, let us scout up ahead. See just how far we can go before, you know, we get into a tough spot. And I kind of thought something like that was going to happen, but I hoped it wouldn't, but it did. It's too bad that cannonballs aren't like P-switches and such from Super Mario World. P-switches, keys, springboards, where regardless of how far off screen you go, the game will always remember where you've placed those as long as you don't go to like a new area. And that is just so wonderful for, you know, solving puzzles and even creating puzzles in ROM hacks. Just knowing that, you know, that ability is there and that you can place your P-switch down and don't have to worry about it disappearing. But wow, we actually were able to bring the cannonball with us this time. Can we make good use of it, or will we screw it up in hilarious ways? I'm sure that's absolutely what's going to happen any second now. Oh, I'm supposed to jump through, of course, but if we do that, wow, we actually did it. And this just seems too simple. You know, an actual gap with no kind of obstacle in the way? Huh. I feel like why would I want to destroy that zinger? Like, I'll lose the cannonball. Maybe it's like a secret, you know, if you bring the cannonball here, it's a good thing? Like, I don't know. I'm bringing it and no one is telling me otherwise. Can I make this jump? Wow, there's the cannon, everybody. There it is. Do I throw it or do I jump? I feel like Dixie should throw it. Oh, no. No! Shoot. Shoot! I should have just jumped. Wow, it's just a little bit off screen and it disappears. Wow, is that for like the bonus game or can I still get to the end? No, you literally have to bring that. That is awful. Why would you ever make it like that, Rareware? Why wouldn't you make it so that, you know, it's a little more generous than that? Oh, man. Ugh. Well, we know what we need to do. We just have to do it, like, 1% better. Wow. Alright, here we are again. It was actually simpler to get back, surprisingly, than I was expecting it to be. Slowly becoming more difficult to breathe. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the reason I didn't just jump the first time is because it's kind of a long, high jump, and jumping is just so much easier to manage in Donkey Kong Country when you have the ability to roll, which you obviously don't have when you have that cannonball in your hands. But could I make it? You really have to be precise, but I mean, it's obviously possible. I should have just done it the first time. Trying to play it safe just never seems to benefit you in the end. I mean, I guess I shouldn't just, you know, completely give up, because the cannons are gone now, which makes this a little bit easier, but jumping back down to the bottom, there are just so many obstacles in the way. But alright, let's do this thing again, I guess. Where did it go? Oh, thank goodness it's still up there. There, twice in a row. You can't really get much better than that. I'm not doing this right, and is I feel like if I threw it and it hit that zinger, the cannonball would still miss the platform, right? Because it's not going to land on like that just very, very thin edge. All right, let's see if we can make it 3 in a row, or not. Whoops. But wow, just, ugh. It hurts so much to get all the way up there and then lose it. But again, no, just gotta be perfect right to that last second, because in this modern day and age, nothing but perfection is acceptable. Okay, like, see, with that zinger, like, you can just kind of jump into it, but I don't know, it just feels scary, I guess. You know, I'm kind of doubting myself, like, I feel like if I just jump into that zinger, the cannonball's not going to land on the edge, so let's do it. Like, it's not, right? Like, so the zinger's defeated now, so at least the next time it's not going to be there, but I'm not entirely sure what it's expecting for you otherwise. It just, I don't know, like if that zinger was placed back a little bit, then I could understand. You throw the cannonball at the zinger, the cannonball drops straight down, then you jump to the platform, but it's just really awkward. And then like this zinger right here, like once again, if I throw the cannonball at that zinger, it's obviously gone for good. So like, so I guess like a thing like that is probably what it's expecting. I usually just use the tag team throw. Okay, so now I can do that, and oh my gosh. Oh, like, that's a long jump, but again, you can make it. Just has to be a really well-timed B press. So let us return and try again. All right, here we go. Leap of faith. Ugh. Okay, go away. I guess I defeated the other one. Oh my gosh. That took way longer than it should have. And this is actually a bonus game, so if we mess this up, we get to do that all over again. Hooray! Okay, find the token. Oh, I still have the cannonball, which I actually wasn't expecting. Let me guess, the token's gonna be like inside a zinger or something like that, so you have to bring this. There you go. There you go. That's all 3 bonus games. No DK coin yet. Let us search this area thoroughly because I really don't want to have to come back here. There's something that looks like it's kind of flashing down there. I think it's just the background. This wants you to just run forward way too easily. Oh, yeah, I see that. I see that. Is the DK coin in the target? No, it's not. Is the DK coin to the left here? What if I had brought that Neki to the beginning and then bounced on it? Would that have done anything? I don't know, but let's just beat this level. So that's all 3 bonus games. My suspicion is that if we investigate the first bonus game a little more thoroughly, it will be hidden in there just as the DK coin was in the original, levels bonus game. Mind over metal, tunnel trouble, which I think it's pretty obvious at this point. We're going to be stopping after 2 videos today, so I'm going to go back and look for that DK coin. I think we've done a pretty thorough look at all of the main level. So yeah, I'm pretty confident in this bonus game idea. So see you in a second. Alright, so again, my theory is in the original game, you kind of just jump to the right with Dixie, and then it's like, bam, there's your DK coin. Doesn't look like there's anything there in this one, but there's still lots of room to check. It's a very wide room. Just gotta not get clobbered by clobber on the way. And I don't know how we should do this. I guess we'll start with like the right side and maybe kind of work to the left. And it's probably gonna take us a couple of tries. I'm not expecting to get this right away. Okay, so I think we should just probably go as high as we can. And I'm kind of stuck. Okay. So if we shoot straight up, you can go over here. And if we fall down... Okay, maybe it's not on the right side of the screen. Uh-oh. I'm kind of starting to worry about if my theory is correct or not. I was so confident in my theory. One thing that was suggested is that if we really can't find something, wait until we do unlock Cranky, so that we can, get his hint, and then, it might help us find something that we're really missing. And just because of how long I have been recording for, I might not search for too long at this point, because, yeah, it's just been a very long recording session, but I hope it has been interesting for everyone. I hope it's not really boring, just a lot of me failing to do simple things and, messing up. I have no idea how I'm going to edit it at this point, but I hope that you all have fun regardless. Even if I think it's going to be kind of a disaster in the end. This is unfortunately how a lot of this ROM hack is probably going to... Oh, shoot, of course, that's the one that damaged you. Is going to be just, me experimenting, trying to figure things out, and a lot of things not working out so well in between, but hopefully once we finally do get to those victory runs, you enjoy them. But speaking of victory runs, that was not one of them. I'm starting to think that there maybe actually are a couple places we didn't search in the first room that might be where the DK coin is hidden. Because I'm starting to unfortunately get the feeling that this might not be it. Let's just go as high as we can. And, sure, why not? I didn't mean to do that, but, this is just weird. Please, catch on somewhere. Because, yeah, there was that one spot in that was just really awkward. In the first room here, at the very top left, where there was like a barrel that we went into one time, and I don't think we investigated that thoroughly. Although thinking about it, I think Wrinkly Kong actually has a hint for this level. That was when I mentioned that I really like the name. Mind over metal. The Zinger guards this one bonus level. Okay, so that was not particularly helpful. So I'll do a little bit more searching and see how that turns out. But if I don't find it within the next 5 or so minutes, we'll probably call it a day and come back to it next time. Again, that arrow never really did seem to mean all that much, but, we all saw what happened last time I disregarded arrows trying to tell us secrets. But what else could it possibly be leading to? Can a DK coin be invisible? I wonder. Okay, anyway, just right now, let's just do this, and a thing like this, and a thing like this. I feel like, I've never played Donkey Kong Country 2 without always having to be grabbing onto a cannonball. I don't think there's anything directly below that platform. Let's throw this up here. So this is the O. And there's nothing, it doesn't seem to be else up there. So you stand on top of the bucket, throw it to the right, get it 2 up because why not? Get this, do this, do this. Defeat that guy. I don't think if we drop down here it would do anything particularly special. Oh, I did that last time too, didn't I? I cannot believe that actually worked out, but it did. But yes, okay, so there's definitely some space to the left here that I feel like hasn't been investigated thoroughly. So we'll do that now. But we'll continue to take this guy up here anyway. We can destroy you. Is this good for anything? Yes, it is. Yeah, definitely some real estate down below that we have not checked out. So, yeah, there was... Yes. Like, what's with that zinger? I can't get too close to the edge here, because if I do, I'm accidentally going to go into the cannon. Yes! 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 Awesome! That was fantastic! Oh my gosh. Because yes, I went into that barrel before, but I took damage from that zinger, and that was how you get the DK coin. Wow, and with all that, we can finally save. I don't even want to know, Wrinkly, how long have I been playing for since we last saved? Oh my gosh, we're over 3 hours now. We're not even halfway through World 2. Wow, 3 hours, 6 minutes, 17 creme coins, 7 DK coins, 23%, and a partridge in a pear tree. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, I'll edit that and try and make it as bearable as possible. Sorry I was not at my best today, but it all worked out in the end, and hopefully the next part is a smoother ride. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and hope to see you next time for part 5. So thanks, and see you then! Thank you so much once again for checking out my videos. I really appreciate it, and if you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as it really helps my channel out. With that said, hope to see you next time.